and welcome everybody to Blood on the Clocktower. I am your host, Chris the Railroad Killer. Today we are playing Alone in the Woods. But are we really alone? There's 11 other people at this table, along with a storyteller with me. I am never alone with that many people. Today I am going to be playing the lowly radio broadcaster. For when I die, the demon will learn the roles of their two closest neighbors. So we will find out what is going on there. That being said, I am going to go outside the walls of Jericho here. And I am going to go up to one person, maybe two, and do a hard one-for-one claim with them. We're going to see what happens. We're going to learn the truth. The truth that will set you free. And if anybody ever says, Chris doesn't give information, I'm talking to all of you people that are at this table right now. I'm doing a one-for-one, and I'm going to be honest. Or maybe I'm not. Let the chaos begin. Hey everybody, do you remember a few seconds ago when I told you I was the radio broadcaster and the demon and all that blah blah blah? Well, I lied. Surprise, surprise. I am now the psychic, and each night I will learn the total number of living evil players. So, there's that. I've been completely transformed into something else. What happened was we lost a player due to some connectivity issues, and we are going to play this with one less person, and we had to reshuffle. People were just outing their roles because nobody wanted to be evil. So here we go. Let us read our crystal ball.
Figure out why and how that happened.
I don't want to do either.
Chris A is the demon.
Never heard that term before.
Okay.
Well, I mean, is it any more apt description of what that picture looks
What's
like?
going on right there? Yeah.
Yeah, well, you'll
Come
never
up with
not know
another
what
one.
it is now.
Go ahead, Croc.
All right. I will give 6 minutes, and the rooms are open.
Jen, were you killed by Dr. Zoidberg?
Yeah.
He's also a head crutch.
Hey, Matthew, do you want to chat?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Over to you.
Anybody want to
Blay,
chat?
Ross,
Blay.
I see.
The Doug?
Yes.
I love talking to you, Doug.
Okay.
Let's chat.
Christy,
Join my room.
I don't
Okay.
like to talk to you, but I want to talk to you.
Okay, Edgar, let's go chat.
Edgar, you don't
Chat
talk
with
to me?
anybody.
I said Christy.
Oh, okay. Then I'll chat with you.
Oh my god, that's awkward. Sorry. I will talk to you later, Chris A.
All right, let's go to my room.
You'll lie to me later, okay.
Lynn, you want to chat?
Hello.
Hello, Edgar.
I like seeing you on the Dice Tower pictures. I'm like, haha. So
Which
you're not a
picture?
computer sieve.
Oh,
I think from the retreat.
from the retreat,
It's like,
yeah.
I know that you're not a simulation now.
Well-
It's not the Matrix.
I could be a robot.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, don't count out an high-tech
You
artificial robot.
You sometimes glitch, so
Sometimes it's like once a day.
okay. So what do you want to lie to me about, Chris?
All right.
Like you always do.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna lie to each other, you just want to do a one-for-one then?
Um. Well, my ability has to do with my neighbors.
Oh.
Hint, 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 hint.
Hint, 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 hint. Let's see what your ability might be. You're not a nerd. You're not a hipster.
Well, I was back in the day.
Right.
I was never a hipster.
Let's see. You're not a jock. Are you a jock? Are you learn the demon? Nope. Loner? Nope. Multitasker? Nope. Cheerleader? I gotta go through all these. You could just tell me which one you are.
I like seeing you sweat.
Are you the final girl? One of your living
No.
neighbors died. Oh no. You may choose a player to become
I'm
evil.
I'm actually close to the final girl.
Are you an emo?
Maybe.
All right, you can be an
I
emo.
was.
Oh.
Yeah, that could be an emo.
All right, so that's an outsider. That's good to know. I'm a psychic, so I can tell if you're lying or not. So don't worry. I'm
You
checking
can-
my ball.
Psychic? Is there a psychic in this game?
Of course there
Oh,
is.
yeah, psychic.
Would I lie about my role?
It's you. It's now you're acting like a final girl. Like,
I mean, I could
oh
be.
my god, oh my god.
I could totally be the final girl. I mean, I would never lie about my role, though. Ever.
I'm an emo.
You're an emo, and I'm a psychic.
I will push you down as psychic.
Yes, okay.
So if something happens to Jeremy, you're gonna be poisoned.
Okay.
Is it poisoned or let me see. Drunk.
One of your the other is drunk if they are good.
If they're good.
Mm.
Are you good?
Yes, yes. I may be the psychic. I'm checking in my crystal ball.
I know. I don't know. By the way, I don't know what's safe. It's telling both of my neighbors just one to see what happens.
Just one. I wouldn't trust that other one.
Manipulating me like, hey, don't tell Jeremy.
Don't tell him who you are. It's best that you don't tell anybody who you are. I won't tell anybody who you are. We just don't tell anybody what we are, and we're fine.
Yeah.
I tell you right now. Oh, yeah.
Then they think they were demons or like minions.
Maybe. Maybe we shouldn't talk too much longer. But
yeah,
I will say,
I'm gonna talk to Jeremy.
Don't touch Ross and don't trust Matthew. I don't trust him already. I got a hunch. Just a hunch.
Got a hunch?
Yep. You heard it here, folks. On Stream On Gaming. If they're evil, I called it.
Is this being recorded by you?
Of course. Everything is.
Yes.
Especially when I'm honest.
Go to. I'm gonna make commercial to Goblin Summer Camp. Come by, people.
Oh, okay. There you go.
If you're a goblin, come by.
All right, let's keep going.
You want to talk?
Mm-hmm. Edgar?
Yep.
All right. I'll go to you.
Okay. Cool.
Anyone want to chat?
Who's that? Who said that? What?
Anyone want to chat?
You know what? I'll chat with you, but I gotta talk to. I'm gonna talk to Lynn first. I never talk to Lynn very often. Lynn, you want to talk?
Okay, we can talk. My room?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
Hello.
Are you actually gonna share any information with me?
Do you wanna do a 1-for-1 today? And let's see what happens.
I'll do a 1-for-1 as long as you're truthful and you're not the demon.
I'm definitely not the demon.
And then you're gonna bamboozle me, kill me in the night. Okay, I'll do a 1-for-1. I have no problem with that.
All right, I'll let you go first.
Cheerleader.
All right, I will say I am a psychic.
Well, that's kind of a powerful role. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. I hope you're truthful.
Would I ever lie? I mean, come on.
Yes.
I do 1-for-1s and tell the truth all the time in every video. So, I mean, this is.
Usually you're evil when you do 1-for-1, so we'll find out if I die or not.
That's true. That's true. Well, we'll try not to have you killed if you're really the cheerleader.
All right. Thank
All
you.
Yep.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey, you're welcome.
See you back in town.
Yep, see you in a bit. Look at me, I'm so honest today. I am. Don't ever say I never told the truth. Doobie doobie doo. Hello, Michael.
Hi, Chris. What's going on?
I don't know what is going on. Do you want to
Hey,
talk?
so,
Sure.
Let's do it. Let's go crazy.
Okay.
We'll go to your room. It's near the top.
All right.
Hello.
What's going on?
So little and yet so much all at the same time. Oh, we got 30 seconds. You want to do, I don't know, a 1-for-1? Let's see what happens.
Sure. Let's do a 1-for-1.
I mean, I always tell the truth. All right, you go first.
Oh wow, I go first. All
Yep.
right. I am the token.
That was awfully slow. I will say that I am, we'll call it, we'll go with psychic.
Okay.
So see? And we'll just see who is honest at the end. If it's you, if
All
it's
right,
me,
done.
if it's both of us, we'll be great.
Done.
Talking to Blake is like playing a shell game. Like like total confusion, double, triple, quadruple talk. I have no idea what the man just said.
I'll give it
That's
a
evil
couple
for you.
minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Edgar.
then we'll open nomination.
And it's not even like, hey, what's your role? It's like, I know you're evil. I was like, okay, well,
Wow.
what
From
do I
the
do?
get-go?
How do we go from that? Yeah.
From the get-go, Blake?
Just admit it, you know?
No, he's talking not about your role, Ross. He's talking about you personally.
Well, that's a given. That's a given.
Mm.
I guess I'm gonna have to have some extra prayer time tomorrow. So
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
okay.
So what now?
Yeah, I've never played this script. So is there like a, looking for outsiders, all that kind of
Well,
questions? stuff that we
outsiders
should
do
know?
not say you're an outsider in case
Yeah,
we do have a
correct.
scarecrow.
Yeah, you should
Correct.
keep quiet about it.
Okay, good to know.
In a game like this, Ross, we typically kill the new guys who haven't played the script before first.
Oh, okay.
And we go from there.
Chris. Wow.
I think that
Yeah.
every time I play is a new script.
I feel like the only way you should come out as an outsider is if you want to die, because we would need to execute you in case there is
The
a
scarecrow. Right.
killer clown in play, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah.
That would then have a less chances of hitting one.
Wait a minute. If you choose an outsider, you are poisoned the next night. So wouldn't we want them to choose an outsider?
Right. So
Yes,
keeping
but-
outsiders in the game is a good thing, but you don't want to out yourself.
Because you
Okay,
won't
so
get
there's a
picked.
scarecrow.
I see.
If
I
you
see
want
what
the
you're
poison
saying.
to go
that
off.
too, yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
That's if one of them is in the game. I've never
Also
played the script
talkative.
before, but that's makes sense to me.
Well, I was going to try to wait a full 2 minutes, but nominations are open.
All right. Blake, you don't feel like Ross is evil and we should kill him?
I have no idea about Ross.
Wait a
I
minute.
have no
You're so
idea about-
confident before.
Well, I don't know anything about anybody, unfortunately. Well, I do know some things, but not that I would share.
I heard Clink.
That's what I was, not that I would share out in public is what I meant to say. I think I don't know.
Interesting. Interesting.
Becky,
Yeah.
do you like your character this game?
No, not really.
That's fair. That's fair.
Is that a trick question, Blake? It sounds like
No.
entrapment question.
People are usually honest when you ask them that. So
I can tell you it was not this person in high school. That's for sure.
The jock? Sorry.
Edgar.
What's this?
Interesting.
Not putting your own
Um,
thoughts on there, Edgar.
Edgar, do you like your character?
No, not particularly.
Oh, well.
I was never this in high school also.
The jock?
I like how we all just jumped to jock. It's like none of us were that in high school.
I like them apples.
Hey, there's no cool kid on the script.
That's right. That's right.
I can tell you that I am not the person that I was in high school, so that's the big N person.
The stoner?
No, the nerd.
Edgar was the little guy. Edgar was the final girl. Edgar was the final girl.
Oh, Chris A, if I'm ever evil, which I'm not now, you'll be my first victim. I'm gonna put you on the list. Not
Second call for nominations.
Oh, we're supposed to nominate people. Fuck. I nominate Lynn.
Becky nominates Lynn.
Duck.
State your case.
She's not even paying attention.
No, she is.
Oh,
She
she's
is.
paying attention, all right.
Yeah.
Oh yes, he's paying attention now. All right.
Your defense, Lynn?
Becky, you're on my hit list. And because you don't like your
Whoa.
role. I do like my role, so no. Not a good kill.
I gotta sit again. Check your seating. I got kicked again.
You're the only one.
Okay, got it.
This says a lot, Ross.
I know.
You got kicked by
Not a team
the.
player. Not a team player.
Did you get kicked by the jock, Ross?
Well, it's weird. I was multifaceted in high school. I was the nerd that hung out, that played football with the popular kids. So I kind of didn't belong to any of it.
Yeah.
You were the loner then, Ross.
He was
Yeah,
a floater.
loner.
He was a floater. He could float to
It's
any
not
group.
enough.
But I hung out, I hung
Florida.
out with all the goth kids. So I don't know. It's a mixed.
I nominate Becky.
Lynn nominates Becky.
Damn.
State your case.
She doesn't like her role. She's pretty much outed, and her voice when she said it wasn't too convincing either. So she could be evil. She could be an outsider. Either way, it's not a good role.
Becky, your defense.
Sorry I nominated you, Lynn. I am not evil, and I just don't think my role is that important.
All right.
I don't know.
Oh, Edgar.
We
Right.
free.
Seriously.
Such a contrarian. Such a contrarian.
I'm so doubtful.
Were you or were you
Four
not motioning to
Is
Claire?
also not enough. Lynn and Becky are both safe from nomination. Are there any more nominations?
I'm gonna nominate Blake.
Ross nominates Blake. State your case.
Because of who he is as a person in the mind game he played with me a couple minutes ago. I rest my case, Your Honor. No further questions.
Your very personal
Objection.
defense, Blake.
Yeah, I mean Ross's nomination is fair, but I kind of expected it. But I am a townsfolk. I am playing for good. I actually would be a bad kill. I don't know what else to say besides that. I have some information that I think I will come out with possibly tomorrow. But don't vote for this because I am a townsfolk.
The way he's twirling his pen in his mouth, that's so evil.
Edgar.
Yeah, my doppel Edgar. Thank you.
Does someone want to nominate Edgar after this?
What? No, the thing is, if Ross votes, I have to
Ooh,
vote.
Jeremy, Jeremy, you should have
Sorry, you
thrown that
wasted your
hand up.
nomination on me.
Because now I'm coming after you, Jeremy.
All right. Are
Done
there
that.
any other nominations?
Is everybody evil in this town?
I nominate Edgar.
All right. Doug nominates Edgar. State your case.
Because Lynn asked, and I don't want her coming after me next.
That is not fair.
Oh, she's one of the mean girls. That's what's going on
Yeah.
She's obviously the cheerleader. We now know.
here.
Didn't I see Lynn in that movie Mean Girls?
No, I think it's Heather's. Oh, yeah.
Oh. I'm
We're going
good.
Edgar, your defense.
I'm good. I'm just good. Rest my case, Your Honor.
Well, that's very convincing.
All right.
Wow, you guys, really? Of course, Blake puts his hand up to the last moment. You know
I
what?
think you're evil.
I'm
I
not
think
gonna
you're
overdo it.
innocent.
Oh, I'll overdo
Good.
it. I'll overdo it if he's gonna do it.
Oh.
9 votes is enough. I will
Wow.
go
Who's
ahead
coming
and
after you?
start.
Doug, you just
A
surpassed Chris A
countdown.
on the list. Chris A, you're now second.
Well, you'd think I was sus if I didn't vote for you and Edgar.
No, I'm still thinking
All
you're good.
right.
Not
That
but that's
being
for Doug.
said, the day has ended. Edgar has been executed and dies. And the game is continuing. Rooms are
Yes.
open.
One of these days, I want to have like the game over after the first vote. That'd be fun.
We'll miss you, Edgar.
I
I don't know what he said. Yeah, I still believe Edgar. I did not vote on him simply for the fact that I thought he might be evil. I voted on him purely for the fact that he claimed to be the emo, which would have gotten me drunk later, which I do not want. Also, he was about to vote on himself anyways, and he was ready to die. And I believe 100%. I'm putting this good player on Edgar. I believe you 100%. Edgar, you the man. So that's where we're at. I trust everybody I talked to so far. Michael and Lynn, I trust them. We're going to go crazy. We're going to go hog wild. We're going to win this thing. Or they're both evil, and I really did something bad, and I shouldn't do that anymore.
You are now a zombie.
What?
And you are still in good alignment.
Oh, great. I don't even know how this works. How am I a zombie? What's a zombie? Oh, my goodness. Something changes me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate. Do I get to... So I don't even learn any of my information I was supposed to get, do I?
Nope, because this happened before you would get your turn.
Son of a...
I would advise reading the minion section, and you may understand what has happened.
Yeah, so I can poison myself if I want to, huh?
I would advise reading the minion section, and you may understand what has happened to you.
Okay. I will do that. I think I
Go.
grab what you're cooking.
Mm-hmm. Good luck.
Thanks. No, thank you, Jen. Spoiler alert, I'm just going to let you know that there is a puppet master in play. And just so you know what that does, it is going right now. Each night you may choose a player and a non-demon character, like a zombie. They become the chosen character and are poisoned. If you lose this ability, undo all your actions. So what I have to do is find the puppet master and murder the son of a... Alright, so what you're going to miss is day 2, and that is my fault. We're going to do a quick recap here. You saw that I became a zombie and poisoned. Then I sat there wondering, pondering life itself, and I was still questioning Ross. And then he talked to Jeremy immediately, who I immediately was suspicious of both. Jeremy jumped on board for killing Ross. I nominated Ross, gave a terrible accusation, but I still feel firm that my accusation was correct. Anyways, so after I did that, we killed him. He said that I had a terrible accusation and he's going to see no substance in this video whatsoever for that accusation. And Ross, you may have been right. But I still didn't trust you from the beginning. I don't know why. So we killed him. Game still goes on. I'm waiting to see if I became unpuppet mastered.
So we all are still making a trek through the woods, hoping that the crouch faces do not kill anybody else. However, they unfortunately crotch faced 2 people, and those 2 people are Becky and Doug. Rooms are open. I'll do about 4.5 minutes.
Blake, can we talk?
Lynn, can you
Becky,
talk?
do you want to check?
Okay, Becky, come
Russ,
in a
you
room
wanna
with
talk?
Blake and me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go.
Chris T, can I join that?
I'm joining Blake's room.
Yeah, if you want.
It's up.
Becky,
You
before
ask
you
Did he go to my room? I have no idea.
Hey, Jeremy's popping in with.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
How can we trust him?
Well, we can trust Jeremy because I was the little brother,
And
I
he's
saw
your
him.
big brother?
Yeah, I saw him.
Fine.
Hence the double claim. I was claiming his role,
Oh, what was your role that you were claiming?
teacher.
Oh. Fair enough. So I've learned 2 things with your death.
Okay.
You are not the demon.
Right.
You are also not evil.
Right.
And I also found out you were not the minion puppet master.
Okay. Did you confirm that you're a jerk? And I want this recorded for posterity.
No, I'm gonna start recording now. So all that was missed.
So, Chris, what was your original suspicion on Ross? Just social, or do you have any?
It was social, and he jumped across the table, which is just highly suspicious to me. And he was the only one that did that. And it wasn't even to you, which when I heard that he was when I figured out that he was probably your little brother, I was like, well, then why did he jump over to Matthew?
So what are you, Chris T? Do you want to tell me? Or no?
So here, I'm gonna just trust you both because this is highly unlikely that you're evil at this point.
Right.
Because again, I've figured out that Ross is not the demon, and he's also
Sure.
not the puppet master. There is a puppet master in play, so this is why I'm just gonna hope that he isn't. I started this game out as the psychic. I am now the good zombie that was switched by, I believe, a puppet master.
Okay.
And
So,
I'm gonna.
how does that help us?
Well, we need to kill a puppet master so I can get more of my info again. But it also helps us that you guys are good. And I'm gonna go with that, or it's just.
Oh, okay. I see. I'm seeing your power too. Okay.
Yeah. My psychic ability would help us if I wasn't puppet mastered.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm
My-
just looking about.
Okay. So this is the predicament I'm in. I'm not the teacher, Ross.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
I'm the stoner. And I picked Blake on night 0. And
Okay.
then nobody died, which is why I asked if there was any other way that could have happened.
Okay. So,
But I picked Blake again last night.
okay, what else is drunking then?
Well, wait, Ross, if he's your big brother.
Then I was drunk before that happened. How does that even happen in night order?
No, I just lied to you, Ross.
No, but he's the little brother, so he starts knowing you.
I start knowing.
Oh. Wait. So you just
let me
get
see.
what'd you get told, Ross? What were you told by
No.
Jen?
I was told that he was the teacher.
You shouldn't have been told I was the teacher. You should have just been told that I was the player. You just start knowing a player. I told you I was teacher on
Oh.
when we first met, but I lied.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's
So-
right. That's right.
Uh-oh. Did we just catch Ross in a lie here? And I was right when I said
No,
it
you caught me confused. You caught me confused, Chris. Sorry.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
Sorry.
push you a question mark again.
All right.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, if Ross is evil, he's dead, so we're fine with that.
It's either
Yeah.
that. Yeah, no, I don't remember now.
If he is evil, he's not the puppet master and he's not the demon. So he's definitely one of the other 3 minions, and there's still puppet master out there.
Little brother.
Okay.
So
One of that is.
All right.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I trusted Lynn in our first meeting.
Okay.
So then we kind of look at Chris, Michael, Matthew, Blake. I got to go figure out more information, I think.
You know, Chris kind of gave me his role. It's actually a pretty decent role and pretty helpful. So
No, I didn't get enough info today. Okay.
This day went pretty quick, it felt like.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get some
we
more.
can make up for it in the night. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's kill the puppet master. Where is that?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Someone will come out with my role, by the way. I think it's important.
Okay, Matt. Matt, I get it. I can chat to you tomorrow if you want.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
Got a couple minutes to chat. Enjoy.
So
Okay, I was the emo, by the way. So I was the outsider. I don't think there's a scarecrow in play. The storyteller was, I think, in one of the rooms that I was in. Nothing happened. I think there may be a ghost in play, maybe, or a zombie. I don't think there's a puppet master either. So for me, my things that I think
I've heard there's a puppet master in play.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
Lynn's saying she's a puppet master.
No. I want to talk.
Go for it.
Go for
So,
it.
I have no problem coming out now. I was originally your cheerleader. I did choose Blake the first night I could, and then last night I was changed by the puppet master into the good aligned scarecrow. So
That
yes, there is puppet master.
That lines up with my info as well.
What's your info, Jeremy?
My info is that you're good. So
That's it.
So Lynn, you're the good scarecrow, is that right?
That is correct.
yeah.
And there's not a role where I could have been poisoned to because I picked you last night to change you, right?
Yeah, puppet master can go right through.
Yeah.
Like,
I
and
just
if-
want to make sure. Well, I just want to make sure I did. Like, yeah, that's all.
If Lynn's telling the truth, then and she picked Blake,
Then Michael's the puppet master.
the only way that we didn't have deaths then is that the demon targeted Blake.
Yeah,
Which
like
makes-
Blake. I
which makes
protected Blake
good. Yeah, which
because Blake said he possibly could have had information. So I thought, you know what, he might be a good target. I'll protect him, right?
mhm.
I think we did read the stoner wrong too, because it sounds like the stoner would poison the demon, but then after that day of being poisoned, they
Yeah,
become
they get
poisoned, so they
poisoned.
can't do it 2 days in a row.
Oh, yeah. So do we have a stoner out there? I'm just kidding. I'm the stoner.
Hold
So-
on.
Oh my god.
I was like,
What?
I'm waiting for the punchline here.
Yeah. But what happened was I picked Blake on night 0. So actually, Lynn, this doesn't necessarily add up because I picked Blake both nights.
I played Blake the first night I could, so night 2.
I too was gonna protect Blake, but
Right,
Wow,
but
every single player is picking me.
I I
Becky.
picked Blake
Bad call. Bad call.
Except for Michael the Puppet Master, he did not pick you.
this
I
is
am not
this
the
is the
puppet master.
this is the problem. If I picked Blake and he was the demon, that's why we didn't have any kills. And then the next night,
0.
and then the next night I picked him again, I would have been poisoned, and that's why we got kills. Or
we've got a zombie.
or Blake is good, and Lynn picked him with cheerleader, and the demon targeted Blake.
The dead people, who are they? I think that will solve the puzzle a little bit more.
Yeah, Becky, what was your character?
I was the doc, and so I heard that Lynn and Doug were targeted the last round, and I protected Lynn.
Okay.
So who was targeted first round?
I didn't get. They didn't even come visit me the first round.
Yeah, because you don't get it.
No, they
So
Yeah.
wait.
Oh, hang on, no, night.
That means the demon was
Not night 0, but the last night when we woke up and there were no kills, I didn't even get visited to protect anybody.
So that's
why I
makes
thought
it
the game
sound
was going
more
to get
like
reset. I was like so
Sank a
confused.
kill.
no.
No, because that would still have been a target.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Poisoned?
If they were poisoned, then
Maybe Becky was poisoned?
You only get
Third-
visited the one night though.
I get visited every night.
Each
Each
night,
first
each
night.
night she learns.
Each
Oh,
night
so
you
each-
learn.
You learn who the
Here-
demon chose to kill.
So Jen,
Sto-
storyteller question. I'm sure Doug's going to ask the same thing, so Doug can ask it if you like.
Go ahead.
if the demon was poisoned, would that not register as them targeting a player to kill?
If the demon was poisoned or imbibed in any manner, their power would no longer work, which therefore would mean there was nobody targeted.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, that's how we got 2 kills. Okay. That could be.
Ross, what were you? Do you mind sharing?
I was little brother.
Outsider.
Oh, you 1 for 1 mean, or you didn't tell me that's what you were.
That's what I was protecting.
Were you?
So that's 2 outsiders. Then.
Outsiders. And if we didn't
No,
have a
Blake,
scarecrow, that
I
means
was-
we've got a killer
I
clown.
was claiming the role of the big brother. to
Well,
try-
Killer
if you
Clown
look-
makes sense because we had 2 deaths, right?
Remember what I said, Doug?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's an
And
additional one.
Jen's exact words to me were
Yeah.
the demon killed Len and Doug. So it wasn't like there's like another killing role. It was the demon killed 2
Yeah.
people left.
So it's definitely a
Killer-
killer clown then.
Killer Clown then.
I mean, I hate to like be that guy, but I think Jeremy
Nominations
did.
are open.
Jeremy
It's not-
claimed. Can I?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I know. Sorry. Just because I think Jeremy claimed he stoned me night 0, and I don't think the stoner acts night 0.
Well,
I agree.
I've stoned you twice, both nights that I can.
Well, you did
Yeah,
say
there was-
night 0, and they don't stone night 0.
Sure. I also said I've only acted twice, though.
Jeremy.
And the
Questionable, isn't it?
I'm the teacher, so
Look at his eyes. It's always in his eyes.
If Blake was good, he couldn't have gotten poisoned or drunk. But it'd be my nearest townsfolk. So if Blake is evil, then it'd be Matthew that I would have been protecting as my teacher ability.
I don't think Blake is evil based off of I told Blake my role, and it doesn't make any sense for him to kill me because he would just want me to keep protecting him because that's what I was going to continue to do, and he's not going to kill me knowing that and keeping protecting him. I don't think he's
So-
evil at all. I think he's good.
So how did Becky not get told of any targets on the first
Night
night?
1.
And
I don't think the demon doesn't
well,
target though on the first night.
If the killer clown chooses an
No, like,
outsider, you
they-
are poisoned the next
I'm
night.
not
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
night
next
0.
night.
I'm talking about the
there's
first night.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's been 2 nights that we had a night of
is-
no kills and she was not visited, and then a night where she was
Yeah,
told that
regardless of the
me
demon.
Yeah.
and you.
Yeah,
The problem
regardless
is
of the
when
demon, Becky should have got info that first night.
And
Not
it
night
can't
0,
be
but
it
night
can't
1.
be Frankenstein and the Bride. That's impossible.
no, it's
Why?
definitely Killer Clown, I think. But the problem is we're at a 50-50 on whether Blake is the demon or not the demon. He's either the demon or he's good. He's not a minion for sure.
Second call for nominations.
Oh,
What other
Jeremy.
way could someone have been drunk
That's
or
just
poisoned?
mechanical.
I've seen
I-
you do that so many times when you're evil. I'm not saying that you for
But
sure
I guess
are, but I feel
I've
like
never
you've had
played
a
this
few slip
script.
ups.
But if we have a demon that's killing 2 people, right? And there's the potential of saving rolls. There aren't 2 saving rolls that could have saved the 2 people that the demon was killing, correct?
Yeah.
Like there's not 2 rolls that could save like Blake and somebody else.
No, the cheerleader definitely could have, because if the demon targets someone the cheerleader picked, the demon is drunk. So if it's the killer clown, that means they wouldn't be able to kill at all.
Okay. I guess that's what I'm trying to get. I was like, what scenario would make
Or-
that a no kill?
Or if the stoner picked Blake, he would be poisoned and wouldn't be able to kill at all. So that's what I'm saying. We're at a 50-50 with Blake.
I'm gonna do a final call. I'm gonna do a slow countdown.
Low jams with evil storyteller.
Jeremy nominates Blake. I just have to eliminate a Blake if anything else.
Jeremy nominates Blake.
I'll do it, Blake. Jeremy.
Thank you, Ross.
You're welcome.
Team player right there.
I picked Blake on night 1, the first night I could act, and we didn't have any deaths. So either he was the demon who could not kill, or Lynn protected him and the demon targeted him, and that's why there were no kills.
Okay.
It's literally 50-50. I think we have to take it out of the equation. That's all.
And Lynn did say she protected him, I think.
And I chose him.
Blake, your defense.
Yeah, I think Jeremy's evil. I kind of thought it on day 1. I think this is kind of a play he makes all the time when he's evil. I don't think it's 50-50. I am good. I think he slipped up and he said he was the stoner who picked me night 0. The stoner does not act night 0. I will be nominating Jeremy after this. I don't know if he's the minion or the demon, but I do think he's evil and he's a better kill than me.
All right, gonna go ahead and do the countdown.
Blake, did you say anything about what you are?
I mean, I don't really need to. I'm
That's fair.
good.
You don't have to. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
Really?
but
Not
Hey,
even a
you're not
single
gonna
vote?
be so mad.
You
Zero.
by the way, I was gonna say something, but it was too late.
Is not
when
enough.
when I talked to Jeremy, by the way, he said like, "Oh, are you the teacher?" And then he, in his 3-for-3, he put teacher, so that was a bit suspicious.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and nominate
Alright.
Jeremy.
Blake nominates Jeremy. State your case.
Again, if he's good, I apologize, but I think a lot of things point to him being evil, whether he's a demon or just a minion. I think he slipped up with saying he picked me night 0, and he's in a couple claims that don't make 100% sense. So I think this is a good kill.
Your defense, Jeremy.
Yeah. So I asked Edgar if he was the teacher on night 0, just because I want to know if I was going to get good information, because he came to me and said, I have a role that has to do with my neighbors. So I said, are you the teacher? He said, no. When Ross talked to me, he said, I'm the little brother and I saw you. And I said, oh, I am the teacher. Just because I wasn't 100% trusting of Ross. I later confirmed to Ross that I was the stoner, gave my information to Chris T and Lynn. I said I've only checked twice. I checked Blake both nights. That's my information. If you want to kill me, and I would just kill Blake after you kill me. That's all. Just because you have to eliminate that. But if you want Ross to lose, you can kill me, because Ross loses either way if I'm executed. Oh no, he's dead.
He's dead now.
I'm already dead, so
Never mind. But
All right.
so there's no reason to kill you at all now, Jeremy, because I'm already dead.
Can we get 4 on this?
Yeah, just rub it in.
Where
Just
are
rub
the
it in
people
that Ross
at?
is dead.
Get 4, please.
I'll dead vote.
Thanks, Becky.
Oh, don't use a dead vote, Becky. I'll use mine.
No,
Yeah,
that's
well, it's too
fine.
late
This
now.
is. I mean,
This
a lot
is
of
ju- this
evil
just
players can be made in the
Wow.
script, so it's fine. I think
5 is
This not
enough.
fine.
Oh, thanks. This one.
All right, and
Right.
let me just.
We used a
do
dead
that.
vote. We had to make sure it stuck.
All right. So,
Lucky
are there
story,
any
Chris.
other nominations?
Chris, why didn't you put up your vote before Becky
Yeah,
first?
made us use a
Yeah.
dead vote. That's
I
suspicious
wasn't.
to me.
I wasn't even sure if I wanted to use my vote, but once she did, I was like, I have to make sure it sticks.
It's
I
interesting.
oddly trust Blake.
All right.
Chris.
And
That's
with
right,
that,
Michael.
Simmer down, Michael.
We're going to the.
Jeremy has been executed and does not survive. And the game continues.
I like that phrasing. I'll have to use that for BMR. Raw.
Yeah, I really wasn't sure if I wanted to kill Jeremy. And then Becky used her dead vote, and I was like, well, if she's going to waste a dead vote, I certainly don't want to keep it at 4 and maybe have somebody try and persuade us to 5. So, I don't know. It may not have been the best idea to kill Jeremy. Stoner is a very helpful role. I would prefer if he didn't die. But again, if he was telling the truth, which, as you can see here, I'm not 100% sure I trust that. It's getting tricky out there. I have reasons to believe that I didn't trust Ross, and then because I didn't trust Ross, that goes on to Jeremy, kind of, because he's supposedly his little brother, which is a great working together type of evil. And then his stoner claim at day 0. I was thinking the same thing Blake said. I agreed with Blake there, so I was like, it's got to be taken out now because there's too much question on if it's true or not. We'll see here if we killed the puppet master.
All right. You are the psychic, and I will be back.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, a good aligned psychic.
Yes. Your alignment has not changed.
Wonderful. Oh, Jeremy, this does not bode well for you, sir. These are some long nights. Oh, 2. 2 is my answer. Ooh,
All right. Good luck.
Thank you. We'll see you on the flip side. I think it's Ross and Jeremy were dead, to be 100% honest. And they could be Frankenstein's monster and bride. Let's see if only one dies tonight. It could be Frankenstein's monster and bride. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis.
I believe that is everybody. All right. Apologies for the long night.
Long night.
Yeah, you should.
I had to go grab a beer because you guys are giving me a headache. And Lynn has died. And Michael has died. And rooms are open for about 3.5 minutes.
Lynn, can I chat to you?
Yes, Blake, can you come in that conversation with us, please?
Chris,
Jeremy,
can you
can-
chat?
Jeremy,
Yeah,
can we
I'll
chat?
chat to you.
In what
Absolutely.
room, Michael?
Let me chat with Chris A.
My
quick
one,
first.
my one,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Come
Michael.
to my room.
Edgar, you want to chat?
Of course.
Let's do it. Let's go to my room. Did he go to his room? Not joined. He's still coming. There we go.
No.
Hello! Are you ready to win this thing?
I really feel like a loser, so.
Good.
That does not make me feel better.
We're gonna win, and you are not gonna be a loser. You are not a loser, Edgar. Are you ready for some information? I think Jeremy was the what is it? Puppet master. I got my roll back.
What are you?
What did I tell you day 0? Day 1.
Oh yeah.
You think I would lie to you?
Well, maybe.
Maybe I am not Steven.
That's true. You're better than Steven.
Ah, thank you. You heard it here first, folks, on Stream on Gaming.
Are you recording this? I didn't say that.
Yes, yes, I'm recording all of this.
I will deny that I ever said it.
You can't. It's on video.
It's been doctored. This whole video's been doctored. That's a voiceover. I don't sound like that. I sound like this.
This is your real voice.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I sound like Elmo.
I'm going to keep this brief because other people might want to talk to me, but I'm going to tell you that Jeremy and Ross, I don't trust them at all. I believe that Jeremy was the puppet master because I got my roll back. I got a 2, which means 2 are dead. Both minions, I believe. Okay. And I believe Ross was the other one.
Okay.
So, that's my info, and that's what I'm hoping I have. So.
Are you gonna share it with someone that info? Or...
Other than you? Yeah, I might. Did you tell anybody I was a psychic?
Nope.
Okay. Nope. I'll probably tell somebody if they ask me. It's getting close to the end, so.
Okay, cool.
All right. I'll talk to you soon, though.
Okay.
All right.
Ross looks worried.
What's that?
I would be if I was.
You look worried.
No, I'm slightly annoyed, but it was part of the conversation we were having before. I'm very expressive, but we're all right.
Doug, we haven't chatted all game. You want to chat?
Got nothing to do with anything here. So,
Jeremy's back, so I'd like to try and talk to Jeremy.
An expressive minion. I never saw that one.
Have you guys ever watched Toy Story with the alien?
Jeremy, can we chat?
Yeah.
I'll go to your room.
Well, I was the final girl. That's why Michael died.
Oh.
You were the final girl? You still should be.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm the final girl.
Oh,
Michael. Gotcha. Basically, I was targeted by the demon last night, and I got woken. And Michael, being the only other living neighbor, because Jeremy was already dead, so Michael, being the living neighbor, died. Now, he could be a minion. He could be an outsider. He could be a townsfolk. He's not a demon, obviously.
Oh, that's true.
He could be a minion, which means that...
By the way, I don't think that Michael is a minion.
The other good thing is, I could technically be a living good person.
But you're not.
Yeah. I could be.
You could be, but you're not.
The thing is, trying to work out who the killer clown is.
I just feel bad that I'm the first person to get killed in this horror movie.
I think it's good that you died early because of your role.
So you don't have to worry about the terror of things, right?
Blake, before you do anything, can we have a roll call?
Yep. Okay, I'll start. I'm the final girl. That's why Michael died.
I'm the jock. That's why I died.
Who are we on?
We're not even going in a circle yet. Hold on.
No, Chris told me he was final girl several days ago.
Same.
So it makes sense why Michael would go if he was targeted, because he just said he was woken up and told
He
that he
told
was
me the
targeted.
same thing.
So.
Yep.
After I died, after I died, I went to Chris. I told him my role before I told you guys, and he told me he was the final girl.
Yep.
All right. I was a token, and when I died last night, I got woken up and told Jeremy, Chris T, Blake, and Matthew.
What does token do? Sorry.
I get given 4 people with the most possible, character types.
And what was the list again, please?
Jeremy, Chris T, Blake, and Matthew. So obviously one is a minion, one is a demon, one is a townsfolk, one is an outsider.
Oh, see, that's not. I don't think it works like Balloonist, does it?
No.
No, you were woken.
Kind of does, yeah.
That have the most possible character. Oh, it does. It is Balloonist. Okay.
Yep.
That's what I was the first game before it was reset.
Matthew.
Yes.
Do you want to
Yeah.
go with
What,
your role?
what are you asking? Sorry.
We're
Who are
doing a
you?
roll call.
Yeah. The reason I haven't come out is I wasn't really sure what my role does, and I had to query it with Jen a couple of times. I am the sympathizer.
Hey,
Okay.
Right.
I'm the counselor. I did not use my ability.
You didn't,
Nope.
and you're the
Why
counselor.
not? Blake.
Because I did. Ross,
That's a
nice try.
very
Nice
bad
try.
counselor.
Keep going. Keep going. Who's next?
I'm the teacher, so I got Jack information.
Becky was the jock.
Who's
you
the
was
jock?
Jock.
Jock.
Ross.
Little brother.
Lynn.
So I started as a cheerleader, and I got changed by the puppet master into the scarecrow. And then last night, after Jeremy died, I got my role back, and I am now the cheerleader again. And I got to pick a player, so I picked Blake. I think that pretty much confirms Jeremy as the puppet master.
How'd you get to pick a player if you're dead? Oh, did Jen?
I
show up
wasn't dead.
last night.
I got to choose.
Oh, that's right.
I got turned
Okay.
back into
You're right,
the
you're right.
cheerleader.
But the
Nice.
hang on. But the cheerleader comes before.
Before the demon, so she wasn't dead at the time. That makes sense.
I wasn't dead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Chris T.
I'm the started this game as honest as one can be and told many people my role. It's a psychic. Thank you very much. However, I did turn into the zombie day 1, and then last night I turned back into the psychic and I learned 2.
I believe that.
So, and again, I could be completely wrong and look like an idiot, but so I did make a star next to Matthew and Ross, who chatted day 1. Then Ross went to chat with Jeremy, which I made note of. And then day 2, Jeremy went to chat with Matthew. So in my worldview, Jeremy, Matthew, and Ross could all be evil. I think Matthew was the demon.
Where are we getting too evil with Chris?
Ross and Jeremy makes sense.
Well, we're dead.
Right, the 2 evil are dead. I know. I learned how many are.
Yeah.
It shows living. It shows living.
Oh, you're right.
Ooh.
So that doesn't. Yeah. So that's
plus-
that doesn't fly.
Plus, where is our other outsider then besides Edgar, if not Ross?
So the ghost says if you are dead, you may choose a player. If they're good, they're poisoned until dusk. So they could have poisoned you, Chris, and you get bad info.
Yeah, that's
which
fair.
Ross, I actually think Ross is the ghost, by the way. I could be wrong, but
yeah.
Then where's our other outsider?
Call for first call for nominations.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We only have Edgar and Ross claiming outsider. We're
That's
positive
okay.
we have a killer clown.
I
don't like
nominate
this
Matthew.
Chris T. Lynn Blake thing.
You can't.
You
You're dead,
do
Michael.
nothing.
Oh, god damn it.
what?
Can I?
He's dead.
I
You
couldn't
can't
nominate because I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna nominate Matthew.
Blake nominates Matthew. State your case.
Yeah, so I mean, again, I could be, getting played, and apologies. This last time I played this, there were like 6 evil players by the end, so that could be what's happening again. But I do think it's Matthew, Ross, and Jeremy, and I think we need to go ahead and we have to just make a choice as a town. I think it's Matthew. Let's get hands on this and go for it.
I wasted my dead vote last vote.
I know. All right, but I already explained why. And I think it is Matthew.
Matthew, your defense.
Yeah, the reason I haven't come out to anybody was that role is kind of a difficult one to navigate. Whether you want to, when you want to flip over, I wanted to keep it secret and insulated as much as I could at the time. But I don't see this, and I don't see there's any point in defecting now. So that's all I can say.
All right, starting the countdown.
Chris.
Yes.
A 4th ghost would be nice.
Let's just go for it. I mean, you have to make a choice in the final day and like not risk like tying it and whatever. So
I feel it's it's either Matthew
If-
or maybe Chris A. Because I mean,
That's the
his
thing,
final
yeah.
girl thing could have. That's
Yeah.
easy to bluff.
So,
Yeah.
It is what it is. You just make a choice.
so can I ask
Five is
a
enough.
storyteller question?
Go ahead.
So the token triggers if evil killed them. So if the final girl is targeted and they're woken up and their neighbor is killed, is it considered evil that kills the neighbor, or is it the final girl that's considering killing the neighbor?
If there was a redirect of any kind, the redirect is still a demon kill originally,
cool.
so that
No,
would be an evil kill.
Not with the killer clown, for as far as outsiders go, because that specifically says who you choose.
All right, so I'm going to repeat myself. I am playing this game as
Yes,
if there was a redirect,
sure.
the
Gotcha.
original kill was from an evil character, so the original kill would be an evil character. Period.
Cool. That's
No matter
that's all I
how the
just wanted to
redirect
confirm.
happens.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'm good with this.
Say, if you win with your head crotch.
Any
Yeah.
other nominations?
It is what it is. Like I
Yeah.
said.
Is how many votes is there left?
Final call.
Well, you're on the block,
there-
so you're better to nominate than to not.
There's
you're,
5
if you're,
on you.
If you're good.
Yeah, I'll nominate Chris A.
Matt has nominated Chris A. State your case.
Yeah, just saying about that's fine. About the final girl thing, that's all I have at this point, just to know. Just wanted clarification on that because I don't have a clue what's going on right now.
All right,
fair.
Chris A, your defense.
It's not me. First day I hard claimed to Becky, and then I hard claimed to Ross, and then I hard claimed to Edgar, and then I hard claimed to Jeremy. So, I mean, basically, most people I have been hard claiming. I've been also saying that I have the letters TRH in my name. There are only 5 characters that have that in there. Final girl is one of them. The others are teacher, hipster, sympathizer, and a little brother. So,
All right.
By the way, did someone not notice that Ross misspoke? It's like, oh, you
I
should
heard
vote
it.
if evil, and then he's like,
Yeah.
oh, if good should win.
I heard it. But...
Mhm.
How many were there? There was.
I never fault
yeah.
people for misspeaking because I misspeak all the time.
There you go.
It's
Yeah,
like
that's
the
fair.
night, the
And
night
stay
zero,
early.
night one thing. It's like
My
holy
two,
cow.
Ross and Jeremy, right
And then
there.
people like focus on like the one time you like split, like yeah.
And Matthew, the 3 is that the 3 evils?
Yeah, it has
All
to be.
right.
No, it was me.
Any
guys.
other nominations?
Chris.
Well,
Don't make
Chris
me
or
nominate.
Chris T, Chris A. Would you
are
like
you
to
guys
nominate?
going to nominate?
To be sure.
Let's see. Matt already nominated Chris A. No, I think I'm
Yeah.
good if it's not Chris A. If I can't nominate Chris A, I'm not going to nominate. I don't think it's Blake.
Oh, congrats, Lynn,
Chris
Blake,
A?
and Christy.
Jeremy, stop.
Chris A, you're not going to nominate?
I'm not going to nominate.
All right.
I'm gonna
And
write a
with
book. It's called the
that-
Blake Buford Method, and it's just
Day is over.
Like, were you
Speaking-
evil?
speaking
Matthew
triplicates.
Hold on,
has
guys.
been executed and dies.
Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens.
And the game.
No, it's the Becky.
Nope, it does not. The game is over.
Okay.
Congratulations. Good team.
I was like, what?
Very close. This script is living hell for storytellers, just a heads up.
I'll bet.
I
do not
bounced
know
off.
what I've
Yeah.
been through.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and mute it real quick and let you guys know of a couple of calls I had to make. I understand you may not agree, or you may understand that the wording on this just by reading it is very funky. Give me one sec.
All right.
And actually, you guys are all quiet, so I don't even have to worry about it. Anyways, so I'm going to share my screen. tried to make it as even as possible, so it wasn't too much in one favor or the other. There is several reasons why I did what I did for several different things, but the first thing is we'll start going around in a circle. Chris A was the final girl. He was targeted by Matthew on the last turn. And obviously I decided to choose Michael so that he could get some information. The reasoning why I did that particular move is because if I don't wake him up, and that is the call that I make, then basically that confirms that Chris A is the final girl, that Michael is good as well. I mean, it just confirms way too much information. It just doesn't work either way. I also went with Michael instead of Chris T because Chris T was poisoned, and that also gave some chance to Evil to actually get some bad information out there and possibly work with it. Again, that is also why I worded what I said the way I said it. If there was a redirect, it would be counted as an evil kill, just so that there still could be the possibility that Chris A was evil, and there was a slight hesitation, but not very much. Matthew was the killer clown, decided to choose Blake and Chris T the first time, Lynn and Doug the second time, and Chris A and Lynn the third time. Blake was the radio broadcaster, and therefore Matthew already knew who his minion roles were. In that case, he does not know who is who, but he did know that they were the puppet master and the ghost. And also, if Blake was ever, which he was only protected twice, but if he was ever killed when he wasn't protected or executed, I believe, too, if I read that correctly. Yep, he says thinks if you just die. Yeah, if you die, then he would have learned then Matthew would have actually learned a character. However, I seated him next to the demon, so actually it may not have been the worst thing in the world. It depended on whether or not it was given the token or the radio broadcaster. So there was always an out if the evil team was like running away with it. Doug was the teacher, which I thought was a fun placement because it actually almost works the same as Nodashi. The actual sober person was Michael, so Michael could have never been drunked or poisoned. And it reaches because it's the nearest townsfolk. So it actually skipped Blake. There were some theories about that, but it was actually skipping two people because the nearest townsfolk was Michael. And then Becky was also the nearest townsfolk because I thought that was a good role to actually have, unable to be poisoned, just to give a little bit of information. Ross was the ghost who did try to get himself killed fairly early on. I was surprised it actually went through, but then I think people did kind of suspect Ross, even though he did get killed. I don't know that Ghost was really thought of until towards the end, but it was an interesting situation. Ross did choose to poison, I believe, Chris A the first time and Chris T the second time. Actually, that Chris T was fairly effective. Chris A didn't do anything, unfortunately, because he wasn't targeted, but the Chris T one did give a little bit of a pause. Lynn was the cheerleader who successfully chose Blake the first time, which was the Matthew's first pick. Again, I had to make a call there based on the reading of the roll on whether or not I would tell Becky that the targets happened. In my reading of this, and also just on a balanced perspective, if I do tell Becky that two people were targeted and then they do not die, then that not only clears them as good, unless it was a ghost, then it also would clear the person that is the cheerleader who saved them. So now Becky basically says, hey, I learned that you two were targeted. And then now the jock, in this case, Blake, Chris T, and Lynn are all clear. And that is basically impossible to come back from as an evil team. So that was why the call was made to not say who was targeted. And again, my reasoning for that is basically that the role of the killer clown was made drunk by the cheerleader's power, and therefore there was no actual target because they were drunk and nothing actually happened. Cheerleader also did choose Blake another 2 times. And
I love
as
how
they both
everybody
said,
just went straight up to save Blake. Sorry.
well, it's ironic because I was kind of hoping to see somebody else choose Blake first while the cheerleader was protecting, so they would be drunk. That would be interesting as well. But it honestly only happened to the demon, unfortunately. And as they both said, Lynn and Christy were targets of Jeremy's puppet master ability and was made into the scarecrow and the zombie. Christy was the psychic who only got to use his power once, but it was poisoned information, so he did not get any information really. Edgar was the emo who was killed, so nothing really triggered for his power. Jeremy was the puppet master. And again, targeted Lynn and Chris T. The puppet master again is another one that is weirdly worded, so I had to make a call because I felt like it was really OP for the puppet master to go by the wording, which the wording does not actually say if it was in play or not in play. So somebody was basically actually Stephen was looking into it for me, and there was people that were disagreeing in the forums. They said that you could make duplicates, and in that case, then you could just basically make a duplicate all the way around, and that would be the little brother duplicate, and then that would basically end the game because actually the way I decided to play it isn't the way that it's supposed to be played apparently, and it would be the entire team's loss. But again, this is so badly worded, this version. I don't know if there's a better version or not, but I chose that it would only be that person's loss, not the entire team's loss. But if this was the case, the puppet master could just make a whole bunch of little brothers and good could never win, basically, and that would be a loss. Although they would take a chance that they didn't accidentally change an evil player into a little brother and then they die and then evil would lose actually. So anyways, that's a lot. Like I said, it was living hell for me trying to figure out exactly what call I would make and trying to live up to them. I apologize if you do not agree with any of them, but I tried to make it a fun and fair game. And that's your game.
Good game. Good game.
I think you did it justice. I think you did it fair.
I agree with
Yeah.
everything you did, Jen.
Well, you
Good
did it
choice.
better.
I knew from what happened on day one, I was on the back foot. I knew from that what happened then.
Honestly, Matthew, if you didn't have any sus on you to the very, very end,
Yeah.
and that was just unlucky picks, it could have
Not
gone. If you would have went with Blake, actually, that
that's
would
what I
have
was thinking.
poisoned you the next night, but it may have made things go a little bit differently. And in fact, if you had chosen Blake the next turn, that's why I was like, oh man, well now Lynn's no longer able to protect Blake. Maybe Blake will be a choice, or maybe Ross will poison Lynn. You know, there's so many different possibilities.
See, I couldn't poison Lynn because the way that I'm reading the power, she never gets poisoned by what I do. She's
That's
sober
why I was
at
trying to
night.
be clear, but not too clear. If you poison somebody who's already made their choice, that doesn't matter that they already made their choice. They're poisoned now, and their power no longer works, in my opinion.
Oh,
That's what I was
okay.
trying to explain without like saying you can pick Lynn, because then I'm like really just basically telling you how to play. But in the way I read a poison, any kind of poison, no matter when it happens, as soon as it happens, their power no longer
It would
works. No matter.
retroactive for you. So it's retroactive. Okay.
Well, again, that the only way that it wouldn't is if she acted, the demon acted, and then the poison acted, then it would have already happened. So that doesn't work. But you acted before the demon acted, and that's what I was trying to like say without saying.
Okay.
So if you act before the demon act, which I believe is the case in this one,
Yeah.
the ghost acts before the demon, then you would poison her before the demon would actually target the player, so her power no longer
Okay.
on when the demon targeted.
Okay, that's
So
a good note.
I can't like outright say if you poison the demon's power will go through.
See, if I
because
want,
then I'm like,
if I wanted to be, you know, and what next time what I'll do is I'll start speaking hypothetically, and that
Yeah.
would kind of take you off the hook for that. Okay.
yeah, like you weren't clearly asking that specific scenario, you were just basically like vague. And I did, like I said, I didn't want to push the game too much or influence your decision too much.
Mhm.
So I was just trying to answer as politically as possible. But yes, you could have poisoned Lynn and then whoever she put. But it wouldn't have mattered because you didn't think about that. You weren't even dead to poison until after any of her choices didn't matter anyways.
Right.
I will say this was one of the few games, like, I feel like a lot of good players found each other and trusted each other. Like Doug came to me day one and told me his role. Michael, day one, told me his role. Becky, day two, told me her role. I think Lynn, day two, told me her role. So it was like, if
Raise
everybody's
your
telling the
hand if you
truth-
said that you were the teacher at any point in time, because I know there's at least 3 of you. The one that actually was the teacher and the 2 evil players, and I thought that was going to come out way faster than it did.
I accidentally told Chris A my role.
Yeah.
I
And the
only
thing
trusted
is,
2
I
people.
told them both the bluffs, and yet they never did choose them.
Well, I went
Yeah.
for little brother after I heard it from you, Matthew. I just I figured, okay, well, I've already caught myself in teacher, but I can pretend that I'm covering for the teacher who is my bigger brother. And then when talking to Chris T with Jeremy, and she says, "No, actually, I was never the teacher." I'm like, "Holy crap! Now where are we going?" Okay.
Well, because Ross, I noticed that you shouldn't have learned that I was a teacher.
Yeah, I misread that one too. There's
Yeah,
quite
you
a few.
just
that
you
are
just
not-
Yeah,
weren't a
you
player.
guys-
Out of the
You
two,
guys
I
made a
felt
lot of mistakes
Sympathizer
there.
was a better bluff for
I
me.
did. I did.
Whoops.
Out of the 2 Sympathizer, I felt was a better bluff for me because it's one that you kind of want to keep secret.
And-
That's the only reason I chose that one.
Jen, there was no way I was going to even try to bluff multitasker. I still don't understand how that role works. I almost changed someone into it just so you'd have to run through the whole.
How it works.
Yeah,
thing.
I thought about making somebody the multitasker, but then it's just like a big headache of, and the way it's worded is real shitty too. So
Oh,
like
man.
again, the wording in this thing is just god awful. But you start with 2 unknown townsfolk abilities that the storyteller controls and learn what actions they take. So I'm guessing that the powers happen regardless, and then the storyteller just choose what the powers do. And the townsfolk who has this doesn't know until they guess what their power is.
Well, and because Matthew was the killer clown, I couldn't put any outsiders out there.
Yeah.
So after I switched into the 2 non-minions, I was kind of like, I don't know what else I can do. Because I don't want to give anybody a good ability that they get if I die.
Mm-hmm.
I should have known that one of my neighbors would be evil.
Well,
every time.
Well, it didn't matter what. I think the point of the duplicates that.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris.
Good game, Jen. Good game.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
And that is another game of Blood on the Clocktower Alone in the Woods. I, the psychic, as honest as I was from day one, came out with a glorious team of victorious people. Striking down the demon Matthew, the killer clown from outer space. And if you haven't seen that very terrible B movie from the 70s, then you're very lucky. Jeremy and Ross, we shall meet again. Hopefully next time on the same team, here on Blood on the Clocktower. It's been a good one. And I was honest. So maybe we'll try that again sometime. Or maybe we'll just mix it up. I don't know. We'll see. See you then. Bye-bye.